gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn if they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a, come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, vice Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my do the pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. flow sound use. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Fletchboy squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome. Bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flip mode is the squid dog. Busta Rhymes break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them tap right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your ass like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to rock the disco jack. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
Yeah. Please
Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got. Bro, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Two twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On our pay, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the goat. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This fire air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running bank pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got. Bro, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Two twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad, most want it.
Black beans taking all that. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do he got a song with that punk? I mean, do he hit the club in his song? Come on. Do he rock a weave 30 inches long? Do he got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice. Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. When I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you.
Man, I got this swag. My head up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swear. My hat matching my bag. You know I'm popping tag. You may not get I swear when I surf. Now I be surfing swag.
I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this. Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bands. Big stupid friends like a rat up in some rain. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. And my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on pop, I could they swole all that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing on the sand like I'm surf. Kelly like the surfing swag.
I swear when I surf. I swear when I surf. I swear when I surf. Now watch me swag.
Okay.
I swear when I surf. I swear when I surf. I swear when I surf. Now watch me swag.
Okay. Swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money up. Catch me with a bad chicken, all friends is flying some drinks. We gon' hold them up inside it while we rolling. They got it, I'm gon' drink it up. I'm always wearing polo, I'm rap pouring mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. Ain't John Stevenson, the black and blue jag out. Pockets on hell time, I'm always bringing bands out. Exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent.
When I hit the club, it's like I gotta catch a wave. Boogie board, shorty got me surfing off the stage. Got me something like a Eddie Bauer. I'm surfing like I'm Otto 'cause I got that rocket power. Take it like a camera. Flash screen, shorty, man, I'm surfing like the channel. Paper towel money, man, I'm all about my clout. And I'm screaming cow bundle while y'all boys wiping out.
Got that polo on my body with a Zag more swag. Yeah, purple label, man, gon' check the tag. When he got the shoes, so you know I bought the bag. Clean just like this detergent with a Tide color swag. Swinging hard like a boss of throwing punches. Papa though, shorty, y'all on them sad lunches. I'm in the party surfing like I'm standing on a wave. Shorty check my nugget like she patty mayonnaise. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent.
I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you. I swear that we've been here before. I guess you didn't notice me, but you do now. Oh, you do now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here stay, you're wasting my time. Every day I'm waiting in line, standing in place, cause baby that's all I know. Why do you wait? Just tell me, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Cause I've been standing here, oh I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Cause I've been standing here, oh I've been standing here.
Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. If a then a girl do it better. If a you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. 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 She see you.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap. as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out in the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 40 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On fourth down, Corey Bajorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 57-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson.
Open man is Chase, complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Now Watson going to sneak it.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a stoppage here for an injury. And oh boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word instantly comes up, and that's instincts, being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Henry is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nifty move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's caught here by Adams. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Throwing, Sanders. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now he's taken down. Chiefs sack. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Mahomes going to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a second and short.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he will have the Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Short throw, hauled in by Kelce.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he pushes through a would-be tackle to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Devontae Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Sanders to throw.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now Sanders. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On second down, here's the option. And they'll bring it down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
A 2nd and 11 for the 19. Sanders. Out quickly to Judy. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Browns will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Whistles now and a timeout. Defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Arises on the punt here as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 10-7, 1:07 remaining. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Completes to the Joker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Back to throw. He's got Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll have a first down as he's able to work his way out of bounds with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. The one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every red they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Then she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever.
Everybody's got a song called rock star, running up the pop charts. All they do. I've been Houdini with my commas. My mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu. But everybody's got a song called rock star. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, I got all my idols sliding
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya. Down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
typical. Body of a dawn ass, that's so typical. Treat like a god, ugh, that's so typical.
ride the wave. I'm trying to get me paid. I'm trying to move and shake. I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are grey. I'm getting used to change.
Taste of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dawners, that's so typical. Tail like a goddess, that's so typical. Taste of mortars, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the algebra, but ridicule. It's so
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north to the voice get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away on honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
that's so typical. Body of the dawners, that's so typical. Tail like a goddess, that's so typical. Taste of mortars, that's so typical. Taste of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dawners, that's so typical. Tail like a goddess, that's so typical. Taste of mortars, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the algebra, but ridicule. It's so typical.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, they give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team. I'm what I hype about, I'm what they rushing to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype is out. I've been married them, but I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside, the stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like, ew. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just these spell check. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team. But there's don't running other games, oh yeah. But they can't running other games, oh yeah. But there's don't running other lanes, oh yeah. The games, oh yeah. The games, oh yeah. But there's don't running other games, oh yeah. But they can't running other games, oh yeah. But there's don't running other lanes, oh yeah. The games, oh yeah. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on to hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh,
trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've heard, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Hold me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't think twice. Time flies, so don't think twice. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't think twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you could with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Yeah, so every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds up.
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling.
Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Oh, the snap of Portland, and this is blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be a touchdown. Boy, problems with a snap. It leads to the block, and that in turn leads to 6 points the other way.
And while it's rare to see the long snapper get blamed for a touchdown, that's exactly what we have here. It was his snap that ultimately gave him enough time to get home. And once they scooped the ball up, there was nobody there who could get him down. Just a brutal play all around.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quick throw to Collins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, are microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I should think of myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Touchdown! Bucky Irving from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets past one man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Seven, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Darnold. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Irving. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Off of play action, Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Darnold from the gun. His throw incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Darnold now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down, Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Now Darnold. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the first carry for their fullback. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2nd down at the Buccaneers' 28-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Darnold. And he's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He completes this to Walker. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. He spins free. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 34. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Mayfield now. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A run up the middle with Irvin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And out now come the Seahawks. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give to the fullback on the dive. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Tackle made at his own 5-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Levante David in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the 1st.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now for the running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You're starting to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 15. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best ones for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Here's Mayfield. Delivering the pass here to Evans on the out route. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Baker. There's Evans again, complete. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 42. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's first down. Mayfield to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Mayfield and the Bucs down 14-7, a little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. That's complete to Otten. And they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Trilling me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool, these little, they try to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie said with your chest, got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it, vroom, vroom, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stretch, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your heel, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
You can get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. They're passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, clear, splash, I'm covered in bells. I'm clever, vendettas, raw bars, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go better. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say my jolly. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vic, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers in front of this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say on that issue, I'm going 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you. I swear that we've been here before. I guess you didn't notice me, but you do now. Oh, you do now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. It's never been so clear. I get it if you wanna wait, 'cause I'll stay in my place. I ain't got nowhere to go, I got plenty time to waste. I think I'm falling in love, but that's not enough. If you don't feel the same, I guess I'll leave you alone. But it's time to get back. You never listen, back. If there's no promises made, I don't ever wanna fall in love. I don't ever wanna mess it up or run out of love. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. It's never been so clear. Tell me to stay, you're wasting my time. Every day I'm waiting in line, standing in place, 'cause baby that's all I know. Why do you wait? Just tell me, what are you waiting for? waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. Oh.
Flatline for the ninth time. I'm on a first name basis with the afterlife, and there's no ceiling when you're the demon. I dug myself out of the dirt for a reason, and I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where I began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth, still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like you won't break me, I won't back out. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like you can't stop this.
I just wanna rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
Keep on lying
never been in Skate Town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Pride be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah.
Zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollin' at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s, alright. You were choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I made on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. Better pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. Hop out the seat, slide, it's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me, they don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west, and they from the east, and all white tees, looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of them sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes, and talking about what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the Moreland, bro, where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. On a national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, bring it, this will reach up, so let us take up, ugly.
We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Daniel. Headed left, buying time. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. There he goes again.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll complete this one. It's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come. He could be in store for a big game.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. This one's complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around, making the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Commander. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Sent into the air. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Rice.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
We are through 1. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and you're able to convert it.
And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job on the return. Down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
After losses on the last 2 run plays, they face 3rd down and 14. The motion man here is McClure. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball?
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He's kicked is good. And the Commanders get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. On the move, past the 40. And he is out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Commanders take over.
The motion man here is McClure.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll go play action here with Daniel. He's going to keep it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing now, Daniel. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
The 19-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. I'm in. Somebody got to do it. I take the G. Watch him do it. He's survived outside off from the music. They like, what he owns. This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Play action here. Mahomes. Out to his right. He keeps it himself. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end Ertz in motion. Now Daniels. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. The tight end Ertz in motion. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And now it's 4th down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Fletchboy to punt. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, KC.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, you're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for for better situations to run the ball.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Sauce Gardner takes the tackle. Second and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 14, Commanders 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Here's Daniels. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Oh! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down throw, Mahomes to the left side, and Adams has it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's with veteran linebacker Bobby Wagner. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Hill brought in motion. On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And it won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Here is a big one. Third down and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Brown now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback. Then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the first down, Chiefs.
A run with Pacheco. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and you're able to force them down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. 15 yards through the air. And the Chiefs have a 1st down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelce. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10. But it's still going to leave them with a 3rd down coming up.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now they use their final timeout here. Really puts them in a tough spot. They're going to kick it now, risk another play. Time will tell. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This one, he's got to have. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Washington takes over.
The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to come up with the late turnover. But it will only matter to the stat keeper. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.